This is Rec in Vegas. To recap, Chad has signed what he hopes to be the greatest Call of Duty team in the world and brought them here to Las Vegas. The past few months have been amazing for these guys. They've moved overseas and battled their way into the Pro League, securing one out of only 16 spots out of over 300 teams. Now, they have a dynasty to establish and a legacy to leave in the Call of Duty world. This is Rec in Vegas, and this is their story.
Where are we at?
We are at the Call of Duty house in Las Vegas, and although it is noon, I feel like it is 7 a.m. Maybe that's because we were out till like 3 or 4 a.m.
On the strip doing your thing?
Doing things. Oh man, I wonder if the guys are awake.
So living with a house full of guys, it's quite messy, loud.
Living in a house full of guys.
Yo! Who's the loud person?
Stressful.
A bit weird. I mean, everyone's got their own like little quirks.
Everyone gets along really well. So far it's only been good. Who took the toilet paper again? Zach! I need assistance! Fuck's sake.
And the most obvious one is how lazy some people are.
Living in a house full of guys, we get a lot done. You know, there's no messing about. We're very clean in this house, as you can see from my room.
We take turns on buying groceries, but I think people just forget, and then it turns out to be the same person over and over again who just goes. I kind of feel bad. Shane always ends up like being the one going.
I also wouldn't trust them to get stuff we actually need. There'd just be like 300 cans of Diet Coke in the fridge. We wouldn't get anything useful.
I think the kitchen in this house has been used like 3 times. So, I mean, that's pretty bad. And it wasn't even us cooking.
The cooking. Who does the cooking? Well,
Uber Eats and Postmates do a lot of cooking for us. They also deliver.
so no one cooks. I mean, I don't think you could classify as cooking.
We'd struggle to make toast if we didn't have a toaster. So
Shane cooks bagels, cheese and bacon bagels, whether you class that as cooking. But I'd say he's the only one that attempts to, and nobody else, no. Everyone just orders food.
Of course. That might be my Chipotle. Sorry.
Lazy.
You know, I'm a bit more appreciative of my mum and dad. I now know it takes longer than 10 minutes. That's what cooking is.
So I thought it'd be nice the other night. I thought I'd make hot chocolate for all the guys. I'd even had marshmallows ready, a little bar of chocolate to put in it as well. Prepared all that. Got the milk out. And then, if only I could show you what it looked like. Lumpy as hell. Literally pure lumps. And then someone's like, oh, I think the fridge is broke.
It kind of just died.
And I'm telling you, the smell I got from it, I've not gone near it since.
The most disgusting smell.
It's unbelievable. I don't know what's wrong with it, but something's happened to it.
The freezer has turned into a kind of cool fridge. And the fridge part of it is just turned into a storage unit. But honestly, we just order food most of the time anyway, so the fridge is just there for show, to be honest.
I feel like I buy food and it just goes. And I'm not sure who eats it, but there's only one culprit and his name begins with D. And there's only one guy in his house and his name begins with D. And he's Australian. And he eats a lot.
Zach, 100% helps himself to all the food. Like he says every day, he's like, I'm not eating takeaway today. I mean, I'm on a diet.
I don't think anyone else eats, because Denz eats it all. So we all just starve.
Zach is obsessed with eating food.
I will not be the one to eat all the food. And I know they've been fucking saying it as well.
He'll probably deny it,
That's a fucking lie.
but Zach helps himself to anyone's food.
I do not eat anything. I can. I have a big stomach.
For a small, like, skinny sort of guy, he eats anything. If anyone's got any food, he always comes over, curious, what's that? Oh, and then he's just waiting for you to offer some. And then he'll stand around and linger. It's like a dog. Like, they just sit and wait for scraps.
A lot of people in this house, eyes are bigger than their stomach.
So we kind of order more, knowing the fact that Zach is gonna have some.
You know, why waste food?
He's got it the wrong way around. It's like the chicken or the egg.
If people ain't gonna eat it, I'll clean it up.
Well, first of all, he says he doesn't want it, and then he eyes it off. Then he gets a bit of a whiff of the smell. Comes across like, oh, that looks nice.
So people like Brad will order 30 nuggets from Chick-fil-A.
And he goes, no, not gonna eat it. I'm on a diet today.
And I know in my head, he ain't eating 30.
And then we just say, Zach, we're not gonna eat it. I'm full.
So I'll just hover around and then he'll just go, anyone want my nuggets? That's me there. Yes, I will. I'll eat the nuggets.
And then he'll be like, Well, don't want it to go to waste, so
I don't want it to go to waste. That'd be a real shame.
I just start eating 20 nuggets.
Cleaning. We have maids. We have maids. It's sad saying it, but yeah, no one cleans.
The maids. Should I say that?
The cleaners, the maids, clean the house.
I reckon I clean the house the most. I think it's me. I don't tell anyone I do it, I just kind of do it. I don't need like praise from anyone. But if I do find stuff in the kitchen and stuff, I will tidy it.
We clean up as best we can. Some people are terrible. No names will be mentioned.
Dens. Zach Daniel, yeah.
Sean, he leaves half cans of Diet Coke everywhere. And empty bottles. He has been getting better because we have been putting people on blast in front of the whole house if you leave mess.
You find someone will pull a can of drink out the fridge, have a sip of it, leave it there, put another can of drink out the fridge, have half of it, leave it somewhere else. So we've taken pictures of what's been left over, and we'll take pictures of it every single day where we know who's done it.
And then get everyone in the same room and say, whose fucking can is that? And then everyone just attacks that person verbally. And then they've even been doing it since.
I mean, we could be the adults about it and just move it for someone else, but we think it's more funny, really. If you can have a little argument with someone about why they left half a can of Diet Coke there 4 days ago, I think we prefer that.
It's slowly work in progress.
Laundry, I think for the first few weeks, Zach, Brad, maybe Sean, didn't have a clue how to wash their own clothes. But now I think everyone does it. I'm not sure everyone cleans them as often as others.
I haven't done laundry in weeks. I've been just reusing the same clothes, so I don't even use it. So no, I haven't emptied the lint trap at all, not once.
I've actually never emptied it. Oh shit! Is that actually really dangerous? Yeah, I didn't know.
So I was doing a little laundry right now and decided to check the dryer vent, and I pulled this out. This is what's supposed to be changed every time.
The trap, I did it, yeah. I did empty it, yeah. They put me washing the other night, emptied the little trap, got all the fluff out, so otherwise we could set their house on fire.
Honestly, I forget most of the time, so I'm glad I saw someone else do it.
Someone was doing like a wash, and he said smoke started coming out the dryer, and then he looked at the lint trap, and it was full, like literally overflowing.
It was just thick black full of fluff and bits off the clothes.
Fire hazard.
It was like a cat was just like putting the dryer up. It was so bad.
None of us thought of that. We all just looked at each other all confused, like, oh shit, like, this is serious. It can catch fire and everything can go wrong.
We didn't know you had to do it.
Yeah, Brad? Lint trap.
So now I've got people's dust and all that.
We was like, well, if we didn't know that, honestly, there would be no more Wreck House.
You think I've done it before? Now where do I put this?
Want me to take it?
And then, because I'd cleaned it, you can take it. Good as new.
So I started doing it and I don't know if everyone else does.
So, the problem with being in a bachelor pad is no one really believes in toilet paper or soap. It's kind of like a little competition to see who can go the longest without it.
I don't think anyone buys toilet paper.
Toilet paper? Well, to be honest with you, we've never actually bought it.
I'm pretty sure Chad's just got like a standing order and we just get toilet paper to the house. It comes in boxes.
The cleaners come, and on that Thursday, there's a fresh roll there. I'm like, all right, sweet. It's glorious. It's like, yes, I can shit for another week.
So I'm leaving Dan's little note on toilet paper because he believes that the toilet paper magically appears in his bathroom, where I've actually been bringing the toilet paper from a hotel every single time I come to the house because there's no toilet paper here. So he thinks every month the maid is replacing his toilet paper, meanwhile it's actually me. So I'm leaving him a little note saying that I'm not going to be here for a little while and that he probably needs to go buy some toilet paper himself. Hopefully he gets it and doesn't wipe his bum with it, because I have a feeling it's just going to leave a really big blue streak, which would be actually really funny. So either way, it's a win-win. Actually last him a good week.
Toilet paper's been moved around the toilets when it's on short supply. Zach's probably the one moving the toilet roll. I wouldn't be surprised.
No, wasn't me.
I'd have to say Zach. Even though he has his own toilet, he probably uses other people's toilets. He's that weird.
I use Brad's because Brad uses mine. So I do it as revenge.
I'll be honest, I use Zach's bathroom more than he does because, I'll be honest here, when my girlfriend's here, if I had a toilet in there, it'd probably knock her out. So I just don't have a toilet in there. I go to Zach's.
But he does some nasty stuff in my toilet.
Who's farting? Oh, is that you? Yeah? That fucking stinks. What the fuck is coming out of your bum?
So Zach thinks that I use a toilet just because it's his toilet. But in reality, it's just, I don't want to knock my girlfriend out when I'm on the toilet, so that's why I go to Zach's bathroom.
I share a room with Zach, who's always next to me. There's been a couple of times where I've been on the toilet doing the business, nature calls and stuff like that, and I can just shout to Zach. Zach.
I'm doing an interview.
No, seriously, Zach. I need some toilet paper.
You need some toilet paper?
Shit, and I need some toilet paper.
You need it right now?
I mean, he'd run to another toilet for me, deliver it to me. Seriously.
Right fucking now.
And then each their own, we carry on like normal.
So to the water softener? What do you mean? What does that do? Hey,
What? The what? Water softener? I don't know what that is.
we don't have this in England.
If I knew what water softener was, I would add salt to it, but I have no idea.
Wait, so what does that do before we start? What does that do?
We're meant to do that.
We didn't know water is hard.
I'm not used to like that. It's everything in the city just done for. You just pay it and it's done.
We don't know what it is or what it looks like, but we need to put something that softens water in a machine to soften our apparently hard water.
So that's why most people don't like the water. And is that why Zach said? Would that make you like your scalp itch?
Oh, Zach, don't tell Zach that.
Zach's just ordered a shitload of conditioner because he says this isn't working anymore and his head's itching.
What's so hard about that? And it says, add salt. Sorry.
Salt level.
What the fuck is this? What does this do?
Yes. I felt the effects. I'm starting to dry up like a raisin.
Because he sat next to me the other day, he's like, your hair all right? I was like, yeah, why, what's up? He's like, I need to get new conditioner because my scalp is just well itching. He's sitting there just itching his head, sitting in the room. I was thinking, what's wrong with him?
Itchy skin, fatigue, wrinkles, and eating a lot as well. Yeah.
I'll stand over here for moral support.
Say like nice work, Denzel, or something, or like keep going.
That sounds important to me. And not one person in the house has brought up the word water softener. So no one's been near it as far as I know. So something needs to be sorted.
We should probably start doing it.
Sounds like a bad idea not to fill the water softener.
It's stuck. It's stuck. Now we've gone over. We need to take it out. They salt. Doesn't say add salt anymore.
So what to do?
I don't know. I just know that the salt disappears over time. That's fun, isn't it?
This is Wrecking Vegas. Follow us and subscribe to stay in the loop.
We have magic bins. They just keep getting emptied somehow. I don't ever see anyone do them. They just keep being empty. So I think there's like holes in the ground where the trash just goes through.
When you open it, there's like a bin bag in there. You put the rubbish in it. When it gets full, underneath there's like a hole, and the trash can just drops by itself and empties and just disappears. And then we just put a bin bag in again. And we don't see the rubbish again.
And then it just ends up outside. I'm not really sure how.